Welcome to Crown Immigration YouTube channel. Our today topic: how to get admission in Scandinavian country or Nordic state like Sweden, Finland, Denmark, or Norway. And many of our clients regularly requesting us we will make the video in English since they could not understand Hindi language. For that reason, today I am going to make this video in English language. And in today video, I will cover what is the last date for applying in these four Scandinavian countries, and what is the tuition fees in these Scandinavian countries, and how you will accompany with spouse and dependent children in these countries, as well as how you will get the scholarships, and what is the procedure for applying the residency permit after getting the admissions from the respective universities in these Scandinavian countries. I already told in many of the videos there is a major intake like September, it is already opened in Scandinavian countries, and many of the countries like Norway as well as Finland as well as Sweden have the last date for applying is 15th of Jan. Before 15th of Jan you need to apply immediately, and these Scandinavian countries are also giving the admissions without IELTS, but it is depend on your profile is very important. Firstly, we will discuss about Norway. Norway is provided free study to the international students if you will get the admission in public universities there, but the eligibility criteria, your percentage should be not less than 65% and your IELTS minimum 6 band, then there are maximum chances you will get the admissions there. But as per Indian education systems, if your schooling is 12 years, they are not directly giving your admission in bachelor degree. Firstly, they will provide you a foundation program. If your bachelor degree is 3 years in India, in that case they will not provide you a direct admission in master degree in Norway, and they will provide the foundation program first, thereafter your bachelor degree will start. If your bachelor degree is 4 year, then you can directly get the admission in Norway for master degree without any problem in public university, and there is no any tuition fees. But precautions you need to take, firstly about your SOP. SOP is very important for getting the admission in Norway universities, as well as your CV. Your CV should be like European pattern, that is also very important, as well as they are also looking for your 2 recommendation letter from your last attending institutions, and thereafter we will submit these all the document to the respective universities. Whenever our company will apply, we will apply at least 4 to 5 universities as per your previous profile. Even they have all type of faculties there, either it is a humanities related, either it is a business related, either it is a like engineering related, hospitality related. In all of the faculties we can assess you. Even after getting the admissions, you can also apply your spouse visa as well as dependent children visa in Norway without any problem. But in Norway, one main condition is like that you need to transfer your living expenses directly in the university account before applying the visa. What is the living expenses, how you will transfer that living expenses there, how you will withdraw that money while you will reach in Norway, I will explain you everything. Like living expenses, like in Germany you need to open a blocked account, like in Canada you need a GIC account, like in New Zealand you need a like FTS account. The same like that you need to open a one account in in Norway in the respective university campus, and thereafter you need to transfer that amount there. If you are going to apply for either master degree or bachelor degree, the minimum amount from India you need to transfer there approximately 14 lakhs. 14 lakhs Indian rupees you need to transfer there. Like if I will discuss in euro, it will be approx 15,000 euro you need to transfer there as your living expenses. These money you need to carry with you. After reaching there in Norway, then you can withdraw that amount from the respective university account and transfer this amount in your personal account in Norway. Thereafter you can per month you can withdraw the amount from there for your daily expenses. And we are very specialized as per your profile. Whenever you will send me the document, I will check it ki whether you are eligible for Norway or Finland or Denmark or whatsoever. Now we will come to Sweden. Sweden is also provided maximum visas to the international students, depend on the profile. Even Sweden is also provided admissions without IELTS. And without IELTS, which type of profile can get the admissions? Those having 4-year bachelor degree. Again I am repeating, if you have a 4-year bachelor degree in any stream, either it is in engineering, either it is in medical related, so then you can directly get the admission in master program without IELTS. Even if you have a master degree, 2 years MTech or whatsoever, even if your master degree in English, even without IELTS you can get the admissions in Sweden without any problem. It is depend on your profile. Whenever you will send me the profile, I will check your profile. I will tell you ki whether you can get a admission without IELTS or not. Even many of the students regularly requesting us and sharing their profile ki we are making the videos, the students can get without IELTS admission, but now we are saying ki you need the IELTS. Like the students who did their bachelor degree in business or MBA, they need IELTS. Without IELTS we could not organize the admission of these type of profiles. If you already completed 10+2 in India, and thereafter if you are looking for admissions there either in humanities or business or engineering, they will not directly give the admission, since they are considering if your study is 13 years. But in India our 12th study is 12 years. For that reason they will not directly give the admission in your bachelor degree. In first year they will provide you a foundation program. We have a like that type of foundation program where you can get the admission and do this first year foundation program. Thereafter your bachelor degree will start. That program we can suggest you in which type of foundation program Sweden universities will provide you as per your profile. In Sweden you can also accompany with your spouse and dependent children. Even spouse have a full right to work there without any problem. Even this is only the country in all of the Schengen zone, those are provided free medical to international students as well as dependent children. Even your children can get free study in Sweden if they are accompanied with you. Even Sweden universities are provided different type of scholarship, and range of scholarship will start from 25% to 100%. It is depend on your profile. And what is the criteria to getting the scholarship? That you can get from my previous videos. In few days back I uploaded one video how to get scholarship in Sweden. You can watch that video. Even after getting the admissions, how you will apply the residency permit, how much funds you need to show. If you are applying alone, then you need to show approx 9 lakhs Indian rupees. If you are accompanied with spouse, you need to show a 1 year funds for your spouse, 3,50,000 for your spouse. If you are accompanied with your kids, for one kid you need to show a 2,50,000. These type of fund you need to show in the student account, and 1 day old fund is acceptable in Sweden without any problem. Now we will come to Denmark. Denmark is also provided various type of program for international students. How you will get the admission in Denmark? In Denmark, IELTS is mandatory and minimum IELTS requirement is 6 band. If your percentage is 40%, even that case you can get the admission in Denmark without any problem. This is also good options for academic weaker students, those could not get the admissions in Canada, Australia or New Zealand, whatsoever countries. Even in Denmark you can also accompany with your spouse and dependent children. And Denmark is only one of the country in the world in which there is no need to show the funds for the student. If you are accompanied with the spouse, then you need to show the funds for your accompany partner only. If you are applying for alone, only you need to transfer 1 year tuition fees to the respective university account, and thereafter you will directly apply your visa here in India without showing fund. It is also very good options. Those students could not show the funds. There is lot of options like after completion of study, post study permit up to 6 months, but in Norway or in Sweden they are giving post study permit for 1 year. Now we will come to Finland. Finland is also a very good options for international students. Even in Finland you can get the admission if you have a IELTS band 5.5. With 5.5 you can get the admission without any problem. Either it is a Norway, either it is a Sweden, either it is a Denmark, they are not asking about the source of fund while you are applying the visa. But in Finland it is very important that you need to provide a source of fund while you are applying the visa. For getting the admission in Finland there is no any problem. Even I will more explain the things. For getting the admission in Denmark there is no any interview for getting the admission, as well as very exceptional chances for interview in embassy. What in Denmark, in 50% chances are there, some university will take your admission, take your interview where they have some doubts. Otherwise they will give the admission straightforward. But 100% embassy interview is there if you are going to apply for Denmark student visa. Now we will come to Norway. Norway you will get the admission without any interview, but while you are applying for your visa they will take a very formal interview. And all of these 4 Scandinavian country, toughest interview is taken by the Denmark embassy only. So now we will come back again to Finland. In Finland you can get admission without any problem, but again I am saying what is the important role about your fund as well as source of income is very important. If you will not provide the source of income, then maximum chances they will not issue the visa. Even in Finland you can accompany with your spouse and dependent children without any problem. We can organize your admission in all of the Scandinavian countries as per your profile, and we will recommend you in which country we will put your application as per your profile or as per your requirement, whether you are applying with your spouse or dependent children. Or even I will tell you before taking your profile how much the chances are there where you will get the admissions, where you will get the scholarship, where you will get the visa. We are very expertise about the admission and visa assistance of these all of the Scandinavian countries. Even after reaching there, if you want to invite your parents to come there for tourism, even in that case we can help you, since we are very familiarized about the Schengen visas. Even after reaching there, if you want to relocate to another country from Scandinavian countries, so even that cases we can help you, since we have our own office in Portugal. We have a lot of options for international students. Even you can browse our channel. We have more than 500 videos on different topics related to Schengen countries, MBBS in foreign countries, admission in Canada. Many of the videos are there. You can watch that videos by browsing our channel. And lastly, if you have any type of queries related to admission in Scandinavian country, please either text me on my WhatsApp number or mail me on my mail whatsoever displaying on this screen. So lastly, it is my request, if my video is good, then please share it and like it. Thank you.